everybody. So this week I wanted to kind of just have more of an informal conversation about travel vlogging and loneliness. So it might not be something that you really get to see in a lot of travel vloggers videos because it always looks like that. Exploring and trying new foods, meeting new people, partying, which I love. I love doing all of those things. That's, why I keep traveling. But at the same time, what you don't see is how much time I spend by myself editing these videos. So I make videos that are less than 10 minutes, but it might take me probably on average maybe 10 hours to make these videos, and I make one every week. Maybe 8 hours of that, if I'm really putting in a lot of effort for editing. It's just me and my laptop, cutting it, doing different transitions, putting the images in there, planning out what I want to say and how I want it to flow. And like a lot of other travel vloggers, I do, the filming, the editing, the planning, all by myself. And all that time is time you spend by yourself. Just you and your laptop. And I also work full time. So my full-time job is in engineering, where it's also just me and my laptop. So when we think about what I'm choosing to do in my free time by editing these videos, I probably spend at least 50 hours a week sitting with my laptop, which is almost a third of your life. Not including sleeping. And I understand that this is something I choose to do. It's something I enjoy doing and want to do for myself. But it does get lonely. And then even when I am traveling, so when I first started traveling, I was all about solo travel. And I still define myself as some of this, very open to solo travel person. And I love solo travel because you get to meet so many people and because you get to do what you want. And just, you take your senses, I think, are just so much more heightened when you're by yourself. But on the other hand, I used to, call people, friends for a minute, friends for a day, at most friends for a week. I used to always hop around, so I'd be in Norway for a couple days, London for half a week, Turkey for a day, and stuff like that just kept going and going. And you meet these great people and you hang out with them the whole time and you explore, and then at best, maybe you really become great friends, you stay in touch during free social media, and then you go and visit their hometown the next year for a week or so, tops. But even then, you're only seeing these people once a year at most for a few days, maybe a week, and it gets a little tiring. And I love meeting new people, and I legitimately love seeing people's lives updates on social media. But it's not the same as being able to experience all of these things and then go home and get to recount the memories you made with those people. I can go home and I can tell my friends, stories and jokes, but it's not the same as, having traveled with them. So even though you're always with people, there still is this sense of loneliness, I would say, for me at least. And also as a solo traveler, you should always be able to be on your own completely. I spend plenty of days doing activities by myself, and I like that. But, that in itself also can be lonely because you are completely by yourself. So now, I do still, plan a few days where I'm completely by myself, meeting new people. But I don't really travel just for solo travel anymore. I usually go to meet someone that lives in another country that I was already friends with, or I'll go on a trip with friends that they plan. I say that, but I still end up doing solo travel all the time, so I can't help myself. If there's a good deal or just something I really want to see, I'm just gonna do it. But back to the point is that this whole idea of travel vlogging, you see all the glam, you see all the fun, but it gets a little tiring. It gets a little lonely, just because you're always going. And I think the bottom line is everything is good in moderation, and grass is greener on the other side, right? So maybe I don't solo travel all the time for all of my trips, but still do a few days of the week, when I'm out traveling. And I'm still thinking through, is all this video editing on my computer by myself worth it? And I think to me it is, just because I like it from a documenting standpoint, from getting to expose other people to things that I've learned, and hoping, I make a lot of these videos, not all of them obviously, but a lot with the intent to just expose people to different cultures, different people, different environments, so we all understand each other a little better. And I think that's so important. And if that means that I'm sitting by myself 8 hours a week getting to make these videos, that's not a bad thing at all. I still get to explore and enjoy when I'm traveling, and I get to keep those memories in a digital format. So I do appreciate. But overall, very short and simple. I probably just rambled for a long time for no reason, but very short and simple. Travel vlogging is not what it seems at times, and it's actually, you have to be pretty introvertedly extroverted. It's very like combined of both. You're either extremely extroverted around all these new people, or you're extremely introverted, where you're just sitting by yourself for so many hours planning and editing. But let me know if you felt the same, or if you have any thoughts in the comments or direct messages. And thanks for watching, and check back next week for another video.